Thank you for choosing CALISO Corporation for your training needs. The online training course that you've purchased is designed to provide you with an easy and convenient method of receiving training. This short video clip is presented to introduce you to some basic information on the ISO standard.
ISO 9001-2008 Online Training, presented by CALISO Corporation. What is ISO 9001-2008? Let's look at this step by step. The ISO in ISO 9001-2008 refers to the International Organization for Standardization. And ISO is the world's largest developer and publisher of international standards. Standards are simply documents that communicate requirements for the development, manufacturing, and supply of products and services. Having requirements documented and translated into a native language is extremely valuable in our worldwide marketplace. These standards really help ensure efficient and consistent results regardless of the country of origin of that product or service. Now, people often ask, why isn't the acronym IOS, right? International Organization for Standardization? Wouldn't that be iOS? And the answer is no. Actually, ISO isn't an acronym. It's just a short name derived from the Greek word isos, which means equal. And this short word is recognized worldwide by customers and suppliers. So regardless of what country you're in or what language you speak, everyone understands that ISO is the group that creates worldwide standards. The 9001 in ISO 9001-2008 is the document reference number for this particular standard, which defines the requirements for a quality management system. And I explain what that is a little later in this presentation. The 2008 refers to the revision of the standard, and the current version of the standard was released on November 15th of 2008. Now let's talk about what's covered in the ISO 9001-2008 standard. To start off, there are 8 sections in the standard. Sections 1, 2, and 3 contain no requirements. The requirements are found in sections 4 through 8. So section 1 is for the scope of the standard, section 2 is for the reference documents, and section 3 is for terms and definitions. And in actuality, it just references another standard, the ISO 9000-2005 standard, which has a complete listing of terms and definitions. So section 4 is where the requirements begin, and section 4 is titled Quality Management System. Now, a quality management system is the organizational structure, procedures, processes, and resources that are needed to implement quality management. Now, I know a lot of people think of quality management as the responsibility of the quality department, but really the intent here is that quality management is referring to the disciplines that an organization implements so that it has quality-minded processes. And eventually, the company will make a quality product or service. So I really want you to think of the quality management system as a business management system. Or if you want to keep it simple, you can think of it as the way we run our business. Section 5 is titled Management Responsibility, and this section of the standard defines the requirements for top management to actively participate in the development and implementation of quality objectives and the overall quality plan. Section 6 is titled Resource Management, and by resources we mean people, buildings, machines, equipment, software, or really whatever is needed to make the product or provide the service. So the organization has to manage its infrastructure and working environment that's related to making the product. Section 7 is titled Product Realization. And people always say, what does that mean? Well, product realization is the term that's used to describe how you realize the product, or really just how you make your product. And it covers everything from the planning to delivering and everything in between. So it starts off with planning, talks about contract review activities, design development, purchasing controls, control and validation of production and service activities, identification and traceability, controlling customer property, preserving product, and controlling, monitoring, and measuring equipment, which is essentially calibration. Now, not all of those things apply to all organizations, and the ISO 9001 scope section talks about permissible exclusions. So if there's something that does not apply to your particular organization, you would state that in your documentation. You would say this just does not apply to us, and here's the justification why. Now, Section 8 is titled Measurement, Analysis, and Improvement. And we're really talking about not just the product, but the process. So we're measuring, analyzing, and improving how we make the product and the actual product itself. So this is the layout of the ISO 9001 standard. Why is ISO 9001-2008 important?
So why is ISO 9001 important? Well, it helps you to establish, document, and implement a quality management system. And a quality management system is basically how you run your business. It's your business management system. And the great thing about 9001 is that it applies to any organization, any size, any product, or even a service. And it essentially helps you understand your customer expectations and ensure that those are being met. Well, we certainly hope that you enjoy this online training. If you have any feedback, please provide it to us at feedback@caliso9000.com or visit our website at www.caliso9000.com.